Gasoline is a substance that we love for how it allows us to get around places. But at the same time, we can't stand it due to the big gaping hole it creates in our wallets. We've become so dependent on gasoline that we put up with these atrocious prices. But it wasn't always this way. At the beginning of the automobile revolution, ethanol was the go-to fuel. Cheap, reliable, and available everywhere. So what happened? Why did petroleum become the dominant source of fuel? In order to answer this question, we must look at what ethanol is and its status in the past. As a farm-grown material, ethanol comes from the fermentation of many different plant materials, such as corn, wheat, and sugarcane. It is found all across the country, as it is extremely easy to grow and find, and it is sold through many different local markets. Not only that, but ethanol has also seen great usage in the automobile revolution. It is used in the first internal combustion engine, as well as the Model T, the infamous vehicle in our century. In fact, Henry Ford, inventor of the Model T, stated that the fuel of the future is going to come from fruit, like that sumach out by the road, or from apples, weeds, sawdust, almost anything. Ford's statement showcases the promise that ethanol showed as an excellent source of fuel. Built from the very things that farmers all across the nation could grow, ethanol could be created from virtually anything, anywhere. Ethanol has also seen great use as a fuel blend, and that's because oil was relatively rare to find at that time. This fuel blend mixed both ethyl alcohol and gasoline, and was relatively easy to create. So, as a definitive fuel source of the time, what happened to ethanol? The first indication of ethanol's demise was that of the sin tax of 1864, which is a tax imposed on all alcohol used to pay for the costs of the Civil War. Although it was mainly intended for drinking alcohol, ethanol was not discriminated against. As such, this greatly incentivized the use of oil. Not only that, but there was greater oil infrastructure during the time, as compared to ethanol. Whereas ethanol was highly disorganized and on a local level, the organizations, both corporate and bureaucratic, held much greater profits and held much greater profits. Bill Kovrick, professor at Radford University, stated that big business is finding the biofuel boom tremendously profitable, which led them to become vocal opponents of bio-based fuels. Kovrick reveals the economic clash between proponents of gasoline and proponents of ethanol. Major economic players, such as GM and Standard Oil, did not want ethanol to grow in use. As such, they advocated against it. Standard Oil had such an influence in its industry that it also seeped into the government. The government was such pro-petroleum that it was seen through a major time period in our history, known as Prohibition, a time when all alcohol was banned. This greatly affected ethanol because those who had ethanol distilleries were seen as bargaining with the devil. If we take a quick look at this graph for world energy consumption during the past 2 centuries, and we focus on oil and biofuels, the green and the blue, we can see that biofuels is stagnant all across, pretty much. Meanwhile, oil has a great boom starting around the mid-1900s, and that is exactly what happened. It's ethanol's demise. Michael Corland, a sociology professor at Colorado State University, explains that gasoline's success over biofuels during the first half of the 20th century is an example of free market forces selecting the optimal fuel. Caroland's quotation reveals that gasoline's success and ethanol's demise are representative of natural occurrences in economics. Gasoline rose in dominance, while ethanol faded away due to the fact that gasoline was more economically viable. Looking back to the 1900s, the first vehicles utilized ethanol more than petroleum, but due to economic viability and policy changes, ethanol fell into the shadows. That being said, current research and technology does allow ethanol to stand above gasoline, whereas previously it was held below. But that is a whole other topic to explore. Thank you.